Hello everybody, I'd like you to meet Marrow. This is my Quarm Wood Elf Ranger. And I wasn't planning on making any videos with him, but I decided to spur the moment because I've got a bit of an exciting adventure planned today. Now as you see, I'm using the new models. If you don't like it, too bad. I love them. I had a moment when I was real young and the models came out, and I didn't know they were releasing new models, and I was just blown away. But the more realistic kind of like body posture and body proportions, and it was a magical experience, that particular play session I had. And ever since then, I love it. Sometimes, for some reason, the client will revert back to classic models, and for a while, it was going back and forth. Every time I log on, it would be one or the other, like rotating. And I kind of like that too, because I do enjoy the old models as well. But given the choice between one or the other, I usually choose these Luklin, or however you want to pronounce it, models. So you're looking at a ranger. He's decked out and banded thanks to my friend Levy. Um, he's a friend of Genly, who was an enchanter that I played with on P99 Blue. Quite a few videos. You've probably seen us if you watched any of my videos in the Plane of Growth. No, not the Plane of Growth. The Plane of Mischief. We did a lot of stuff in Mischief, and other stuff too. Old Seb. Anyway, me and him hopped in here. He hopped in with Levy. He introduced Levy and I. He's since kind of taken a back seat on the Quarm scene, but Levy's still here. I'm still here. So Levy is cranking it out. He's like a 36 Shadow Knight right now. So he's made me this set of bandit. He gave me this spear here. Now let me get my windows back and show you what I'm working with. It's an Ashenwood short spear. It drops a Nigena off of the lady who drops the J boots. So, ooh, a loud roar is heard in the distance. Everything goes eerily silent. Ooh, that sounds a little interesting. So right now we're in the middle of a GM event for Halloween, and that's a big part of what we're doing today. We're not actually doing the event. I'm going to start moving if you don't mind. I'm going to rebuff myself. So you can see, what's that, abjuration? Abjuration skill not so high. But we're going to start moving here. Oh, let me pull up my NParse map so I know exactly where I'm going. I came to this Fletcher to pick up some arrows before I head to the Karanas, but I realized my inventory is full with lightstones. Tons of lightstones. So I've been crushing will-o-wisps in Nektulos Forest. Being a ranger with track has just been awesome. Very helpful with that. There's even a will-o-wisp or two on the way. Let's just hit one on track and see. It's to the right. Do I go out of my way to get the will-o-wisp? It's not that far out of the way. I don't want to get in combat and out here in the East Commons. I'm not familiar with it. Who knows what's pathing right now? So I got a bunch of lightstones. I'm going to try to keep on track here so people don't get bored and turn off the video. I've got a bunch of lightstones, and I'm going to turn them in for those who are of good faction, not evil. They have to go to the West Karanas, I believe it is, or is it East Karana? One of the Karanas. I think it's the East Karana. And, or almost to East Karana. Kind of like in the North Karana, close to the East Karanas. At the gypsy camp there. It's one of the famous spots for melees to bind, right? And normally I wouldn't really be able to get there. I'm level 15 at the moment, or 14, not 15 yet. At 15 I get camouflage. But at the moment I have no sort of invisibility, so I don't really see myself successfully passing through Highpass Hold. You got the gnolls on one side and the orcs on the other, and I have to go through both of them. And I would probably die in that attempt. So I would have a lot of trouble turning in the lightstones. But we're in a unique situation due to the event where I can use a POK book that is currently in, is that North Row? Yes, North Row, to teleport myself to the Karanas close to Qeynos. So I still got a long run ahead of me. And from there I can run to do the turn-in. That'll ding me to 15. And that's just where, if it was just that, I would not really want to make a video for that. But further ideas started to abound. Let me get into them as soon as I finish asking for a sow. Donating 2 plat for a sow at Tunnel Inch. Please. Long run to Lightstone turn-in. Let's see if someone targets me and casts a sow for us. Maybe this guy, Expired Traveler. Maybe not. Let's see if we can get lucky. Grumples begins to cast a spell. I guess that wasn't for me. Somebody's... Oh, here. Expired is casting a spell. Thank him heartily. Let's get him to plat. And let's go, because we're gonna use this entire sow for sure. Oh, is he casting more? Let's see. Looked like he was about to cast something else. Not for me. Okay. So we got 35 minutes of sow, and this is a high quality sow, I can tell. So here's my plan, right? I looked up what you can do with the Dervish Cutthroat's insignia rings. Those who play EverQuest are probably familiar with the Dervish Cutthroats. They got a camp right here in the Eastern Commonlands, and they got a couple of camps in Northern Row, where we're running to right now. And for my level 14 or 15, they're an excellent spot for XP. Great spot. The rings also can be turned into a guard in the Commonlands for experience. And upon turning in a backpack full of these rings, that guard gives you a token for the militia. And I was like, well, what does this token do? So I looked it up. You take the token to Freeport, and you can get look like a chainmail chest piece that does 9 AC, but it also gives you 3 points of dexterity. And I thought, that's a cool little quest to do. I was trying to think of where to go after I did these turn-ins and I hit level 15. So my first thought was run around the Karanas. I'm a ranger, so it's a good place for a ranger who doesn't get attacked on sight by various animals to run around the Karanas and kill various animals for experience. And then I thought, well, I have some experience with the gnolls right near the zone end from the Karanas in Highpass Hold. And I think they're about the right level too. The problem with them is you get ads. But if I've got enough of a level gap, I could handle maybe 2 at a time to start, kind of break my way in. And you got a zone line right there, so there's not so much danger if you need to run out. You could even kill one and then zone out, etc. So I was thinking, and then I heard about this turn-in for this armor, but it said you need amiable faction with the Freeport Militia. Now, I do not have said amiable faction with the Freeport Militia at the moment. I believe I am apprehensive to them. So I was like, that's a bummer. Then I remembered I've got 20 orc scalps in my inventory. Someone said you can turn them in at Highpass Hold, and they're actually pretty decent experience, and of course, faction. And if I do grind the gnolls, they're going to drop gnoll scalps, which I can also turn in for faction. So I thought, I can go to the Karanas, do these lightstone turn-ins, ding 15. That'll get me camouflage and a few other new pretty useful spells. And I can take those spells, I can go to Highpass Hold, I can invis my way in and get a bind, to be safe in case I should die. And then I can just start grinding the gnolls, saving up their scalps and turning them in, getting hopefully some experience, but most importantly, getting reputation. Once I'm amiable with the Freeport Militia, I will be able to go back, hunt some Dervish Cutthroats. Hopefully I'm not too high to where they're greened out yet, although that might be the case, but still, it'll be a fun little quest. Get myself a new chest piece. Oh, now that entire plan might have just been put to rest. I'm looking at the small banded mail that Levi gave me. It does 15 AC. And so I'd be taking a hit of 6 AC to gain 3 dexterity. I'm going to think about it. Here we go. I just clicked the book. This is to enter the special Halloween event zone. Ooh, I wonder if you can hear that music. I assume that you can. Spooky, spooky. So you got a bunch of trash mobs in this zone. There's a decaying fighter. Let's see, what level is he? What's he con to me? He's conning blue. Like, look at that. I could have some fun in here, right? This does look kind of fun. But I want to do the turn-ins first. Now, I believe I'm going to have to double check. I got a map through Discord that will show me where I need to go here. So let me look at a chat that I sent it to a friend, so it's in our chat. I think. There it is. Alright, so Western Karanas, Qeynos is right here, I believe. So I'm just using the zone as a teleporter. Maybe I'll come back here for a little while. I've heard dwarven work boots can drop there, but I don't think they would drop for me. That would be some of the higher level mobs, I would assume. The mobs I hear range from level 9 to level 25. And I should check it out. It is a special event. But as you can hear, I kind of got my own plan. Although that plan just got derailed by the fact that I would lose 6 AC. I would lose 6 AC, but I would gain 3 dexterity, and I would drop a few pounds of weight. Something to think about. Anyway, for now, we're going to make the long run across the Karanas here to turn in some lightstones and hopefully not die, either on the way or at the turn-in. Last time I went to the turn-in, this is my second time doing this. Last time I went to the turn-in, right at the end, right after I'd finished doing all the turning in, I got jumped by some named undead ghoul, and he like quickly double shot me for like a third of my life. Luckily, Sal was still up, so I was able to escape his clutches, but it was definitely a little scary. Want to sell split paw hide gloves. 3 dex, 2 whiz, AC 4. What do our gloves do? AC 7. Drop 3 AC and pick up some stats? Nah. I'm really kind of looking for strength, although I hear dex is good for rangers. Should just save my money. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with this run. But here we are in Project Quarm, and I've been having a lot of fun so far. Newbie zones packed, groups going on here, there, almost everywhere, you know. It's just a whole different vibe from anything I've experienced ever since back in the day. Like, I hopped on P99, but I did P99 blue first. And even if I had done green, I joined a good deal into green. So even green would have been a little bit, would have been decently top heavy, enough to not feel quite like this. I mean, when I got in, everybody was scrounging for everything. You should see the market. Like, dwarven work boots go for like 500 or 600 right now. It's just a really cool vibe. Anyway, I'm really excited about this server, and it's because, again, I like the classic models. Also, we got the fresh start. That's really beautiful. But even aside from the fresh start, like, the classic models and the fact that it goes to Planes of Power really attracts me. When I quit, was about a couple weeks into Planes of Power, maybe a month into Planes of Power when I quit back in the day. And it's because I couldn't find a group. But aside from that, I was really interested in the idea of the AAs. I thought the planes were kind of really cool zones. I was younger, so you know when you're younger, everything's a little bit trippier, you know, a little more magical. But I was kind of like, these zones are cool. I just wish I could get a group, because there's no way I can solo, right? So, so yeah, I'm excited to go to Planes of Power. It was also one of the factors in me choosing a ranger, because I know rangers are classically through classic, are traditionally considered through classic and Velius to be kind of crap in a sense. Like, they're DPS, but they're not very good DPS. They're tanks, but they're not very good tanks. They're decent pullers, but I mean, you've got better puller slash DPS or better puller slash tanks, so they can crowd control, but they're not very good at it compared to other crowd controllers. So like, they didn't really shine in any particular way. But I hear either in Luckland with the introduction of the AAs, or in Planes of Power, or both, they really step it up, and Rangers become one of the best DPSs in the game. And I thought that would be kind of fun to main a Ranger, take my time getting to those higher levels, because they do give a decent amount of time on this server to level up. You got like, I think you're in Classic for, I want to say 6 months or 9 months. After 3 months, legacy items are turned off. No more legacy items. So I don't think that's when we get Kunark. I think it's either 3 months after that or 6 months after that we get Kunark. And then I think the expansions are releasing every 6 months or 3 months. But anyway, you got a decent amount of time to get to max level before, you know, the next thing opens up. So I'm not so worried about legacy items. I know a lot of people are really grinding hard for them, and I feel a little bad about that because I think it's really skewed the server in a negative way. I know people are happy to be able to get them, and I like the idea that, hey, if I get to the level, the minimum level, it's going to be easy for me to get a legacy item, and I'll probably pick one up if I make it to whatever minimum level of each of the various legacy items. But it's also kind of like a lot of the players that are low level right now, there's a lot of them are just twinks. People want to level up a second character. And the reason for that is because each character can only loot one of each legacy item. So, even if they sell that item, it's gone for them. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a turn off. What is that? Oh, that's a hill giant. Okay. Well, that's fun to have to navigate around. I gotta be worried about these hill giants. So if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm sort of approaching the gypsy camp. Gosh, those loud guys. I'm in the zone for it, and I'm almost there. So this is the lightstone turn-in. You're gonna see me go from 14 to 15 off these turn-ins. And if I wanted to, this is a good place. These borer beetles are blue to yellow. They will social, so I'd have to be really careful. And that's why I'm a little hesitant to try to fight in the zone, because there's so many things that social with each other. While a ranger does get to engage without having to worry, I would have to do probably some snare bow kiting. And as I was doing that, I would imagine I would pick up some ads, you know, just naturally so. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. There's a guy who's my level fighting a green lioness. Looks like they probably just got jumped. Alright, and I believe the turn-in is Misriella here. Alright, so, let's... Whoa, that was scary. I haven't been playing with sound up until this video. I've been having no sound. And the experience is intense with the sound, man. I don't know why I should have done it. Got some lightstones, got some graders. Let's see, we're at 89%. That only takes us to 90, but maybe we'll get like 2% on the next one. Yep. That was a greater lightstone, so that means we got a concordant of research. And unfortunately, because my bags are full, I gotta go and sell it every time and then resume giving. But that's cool because it gives 8 platinum for each one. So this is why I have the money that I do. It's just from the occasional greater lightstone turn-in that I've done up to this point. There we go, level 15. Level 15 ranger on Quarm. Definitely leveling slower than most, I think. See, this is a pain having only one bag slot, and that thing that she gives you for the greater lightstones is technically a bag, so you've got to you got to do what you just saw me do there. 1% goes up to 3%. Nice. That'll take us up to oh, what? 4%. So it's like a 1.5% for each turn-in, right? I think for greatest efficiency, I can wait till I get a second book, which allows me to sell one, and then I still gotta hit done, put the book down, sell the other. Look at that, picking up some nice cash. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with it right now. But anyway, still got more stuff to turn in. 8% in. And now that I have camouflage, I think from here I'm gonna go straight to Highpass Hold, get myself a bind, and turn in a stack of orc scalps and see what those do for me. See where that leaves me. And look at this. We're cruising now. There's my fletching kit, which is unusable due to the massive stuff in it right now. There's another 8 platinum right there. %in. That's a thing of beauty right there. Plus all the like 50 something plat. I'm level 15, you know. Not only am I getting nice experience, but I'm getting mad platinum. It's beautiful. So I think that's all my lightstones. Let me go and sell all the books. Now the thing about Quarm is that scribing spells takes forever, and this is not exactly a safe place to be. So I really should wait, and plus the sow, I don't want to waste the sow. So what I'm going to do is after I sell this stuff, I'm going to just run for Highpass. I think I'm going to go with my gnoll plan anyway, because I think it'll be fun. Run to Highpass, camouflage my way through the hostile NPCs, get a bind in there, and then there I can bank, can buy whatever I might need. I hope they have a Fletcher in there. And then, I mean, if I were going to head back, I should do that now, not head to Highpass. Oh, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go to Highpass. Oh, look at this. My helmet's gone. It's a weird bug that I got to take it off, put it back on sometimes. Alright, look at our money. We're at like 100 plat now. I think we were at about 50 prior to that. Anyway, let me book it all the way to the zone line of Highpass and then resume the video. Alright, just crossed the bridge, but I thought of some more stuff I wanted to say, so here I am, I'm gonna say it. What does that carrion spider con to me? Whoa! Somebody swarm kiting. Crag spider's red, carrion spider's blue, light blue. Interesting. I think gorge hounds don't kill me. So, last time you saw me... Oh, that guy Scowl's ready to attack a dark stalker. Whoa, they got no respect for rangers. And he's yellow. Good thing I've got Sal right now. Gotta be careful right now. Last time you saw me, if you were watching my channel, I was doing solo self-found, pretty much self-found cleric on P99 red. Really, the only reason I went to red was because it would be empty. I was, anybody who's watched me for a while knows I did solo cleric videos, but I started late. I started in like the 40s, and I thought, you know, what about all the awesome stuff I did when I was younger? Like, I had a lot of fun finding various camps along the way, and I'm like, I want to make a video series with those. Well, I decided to do it on red, because A, I already have a Sendrith on blue. B, green, for some reason, connection's horrible for me. I get disconnected after 10 minutes all the time. And then C, red would be nearly empty. So whatever camp I wanted to make a display of in my video would probably be open and uncontested, which turned out to be the case. I did have some problems with griefing, but you know, that's life, and it was interesting and fun. Here we are, making our way up to Highpass. Here's Levi sending me a woot for my ding, and he says I have 3% to ding. I have been soloing the random mobs and just leveling my spellcasting. Mondays are always catch-up days. I did my lightstone turn in. Anyway, the plan right now is to get to the zone and then scribe, camouflage at least, maybe all of them, because that zone line is safe. But I'd like to utilize my sow, so I think I'm just going to scribe camouflage and book it into the Highpass Hold, find a bind at the hold itself. And then if I still somehow have a few minutes left on sow, or maybe I can pick another sow up for the journey back out. Now I've been kind of juggling with where to go. Stay in Highpass Hold is probably the smart thing to do if I can manage to kill the gnolls there, because then I'm near my bind point, near a bank, near everything. And then also I have a friend who recommended a couple of static spawns of undead in Kithicor Forest. The idea scares the crap out of me, but he said he was safe from all the various other red stuff that was walking around. I'm not sure I believe it, but I can give the camp a try. But anyway, last time you saw me, I was doing solo self-found. I was in Warslick Woods. I was doing the giant fort, and it was a tough camp. I was definitely under level to be there. But you know, that's what makes the most fun, is when you're really pushing the limits, and I was, you know, starting the fights with full HP, full mana, and sometimes having to gate or run, or sometimes ending the fight with like no mana and 30% HP, even after one heal on myself, and just barely pulling it off, having a giant run away, beating him down, like really edge of your seat stuff. But I was getting 4%, sometimes even 5% per kill. Granted, on P99 Red, you're getting a 50% XP boost, so that accounts for the size of that. But even without the 50% XP boost, we're talking 2.5–3% per kill. That's pretty decent. Yeah, Cleric's got a long med time, but I found a nice spot that was pretty much AFK, and I do stuff with that med time as long as I can be AFK. I'll watch something, or I'll go watch some dishes or something like that, right? So it wasn't so much of a waste of time for me, and I think more people would enjoy soloing Cleric if they weren't sitting there be like, oh gosh, I have to med so much. Well, like, yeah, but you know what? If you're safe here, that also means you could get up and do something else. You could go have a bathroom break. You know, you could watch a little something. You could talk to somebody. You could, I don't know, you could even play another character on some other server. And then you just come right back. Like, it's totally doable. But anyway, I had a really bad session where I either died or almost died. It's been so long now. Maybe it's at the end of my video, the last video, I forget. I died or almost died. And then I think I did die, and I ran all the way back from my bind point just outside of the zone to get my corpse. And then only to almost immediately after, on like the next fight, have to run again. So I had to run all the way out again. And then, of course, after that, I'd have to run all the way back, right? You know what I mean? And I was just like, you know what? I'm done with this. And I didn't go back for a long time. I think at that point I started messing around on alts on blue. I had a necromancer that I was having fun with. Here, we're gonna scribe our new camouflage spell. I got them with me, which I kind of wish I hadn't got them with me, because it made me be unable to pick up a bunch of lightstones. Now you can watch, for those of you with no experience on Quarm, take a look at this scribing here. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. And it's just as slow to mem it before you have meditate. Ranger didn't get meditate till 12, so I got spells at 9. 9 to 12, any death was like huge, because it would take this long to mem every spell. But I was only using 3 or 4 spells at a time anyway. Anyway, let me pause this while I talk to my friend Levy here and get the spell. Alright, we scribed it. Oh, I forgot to mem it up. Well, now you can see that I do mem it decently quick, now that I have meditate. So here we got camouflage. I wonder how much it's going to fizzle upon cast. Luckily, we still have our sow for 11 more minutes. I don't think we're going to get back out if we so choose, but we can at least hopefully get to the keep where we can get a bind. Alright. That could potentially last for 19 minutes. And I don't think anything's going to see our invis. I'm pretty sure invis holds across zoning. I know it does on P99. If it doesn't, and I don't aggro anything right away, I think I'll be able to recast it. Okay, it's still on. That's good. I don't see any gnolls here yet. I don't know if it's because P99's different or because someone is farming them. My guess is the latter. I don't see anything at all. Let me zoom in on my little NParse map, although I think I remember the way pretty solidly. Yeah, someone's definitely slaughtering these guys. Yep, there's a mage. Okay, so this might not be a potential leveling path, if only because it's like permacamped, probably. Unfortunately for us. Hey, Commander Thafer. I killed him a few times on my enchanter. Right now they regard me indifferently. Let me make sure that they like me around here. They're dubious. Ooh, that's like really close, dude. That is really close. What's up with people hating on wood elves, man? I'm a wood elf. I'm a good race. I hang out with the high elves. The humans, aren't we all like buddies, you know? Like, I'm not a freaking orc. What's your problem, man? You know what I'm saying? It's a wood elf. Come on. Now that makes me wonder, is Lisa Goldtomb gonna hate me? She's indifferent, so she likes me more than the guards do. That's good. Any binds in zone? So, Highpass. Been a while. Last time I was here is on my enchanter, farming these guards for like 8 levels. I didn't make any videos of it. I thought about it quite a bit. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Who is in zone? There's like 13 players in zone. I probably have to bind in the basement where everybody's killing the, oh, someone's killing guards, of course, already. Killing guards. Monks and Shadow Knights. You guys. You guys. Hey. Oh, I remember all these people. It's nice to be back in town. It's been a while. Look at that. 115 plat. I'm feeling like a rich man right now. Let's just keep 20 of that on us. Although I probably should keep it all, right? Like, what if I see something for sale and I'm like, boom, it's just a little bit of weight. Now, what else do I not need that they can dump in this place? Or, oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna try to deposit the pelts. Hey, anyone that can help me out? Help me out with the bind. I'm a little worried binding right here. Happy to donate a bit. I'm a little worried to bind right here because I'm only level 15. I think these gnolls will be like red to me. Is anybody gonna? Are you gonna be a pal, Biff McGee? No. Really? Did I disconnect? I feel like I disconnected. Because look, nobody's moving. Oh, there we go. That looks like a bard. Oh. Alright, looks like they're gonna buy me. Alright. Gotta bind. I think that's worth 5 plat, since I'm this rich. Let's just offer it. Oh, where are you going, you little fairy person? Ah! Oh! Alright, I think I gave them 5 plat. Oh, they said don't worry about it. Ah, thank you so much. Would have loved a fresh sal, but you know, that's fine. Okay, next order of business. We got orc scalps. And I don't remember exactly where to turn them in. Let's go see if we get some experience from these orc scalps. We already are 23% into 15. Just from those lightstones. Let's see what the orc scalps will do for us. I should check while we're still in this zone. Oops, I accidentally hit F9. Excuse me while I pull it up here on P99 Wiki. P99 orc scalp. Orc scalp. Alright. Orc scalp collecting. Highpass Hold. Captain Ashlan. Highpass Hold? Is this Highpass Hold or is this Highpass Keep? This is High Keep. So we gotta go to Highpass Hold. Find Captain Ashland. Now, I don't know if I can turn it in yet. Captain Ashland in 2 different areas. There's no mention about needing a particular state of faction with him. You may turn it up to 4 at once. Gain experience, a certain amount of coin. XP returning heavily nerfed. Received about 1% for 85 scalps at level 11. But that's in P99. Here in Quarm, I do not believe it is nerfed. So where is Ashland usually found? He spawns it. Both are in the pass itself, not in the keep. One is up the stairs near Kithicor Forest, and above the orcs. The other is near the gnoll camp at East Karanas end. He tends to walk around a lot. Captain Ashland. So, since it sounds like we're gonna have to go by the orcs and the gnolls, we're gonna camo up again. So cool. And we're gonna find, using track, Captain Ashland. My track might not be strong enough yet. Captain Ashland, I got him. Straight ahead. Haha! Being a ranger is so cool. Captain Ashland is to the right. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. How do I get in there? Okay, I gotta go right. Uh-oh. What happened? Got myself in a little bit of a dead end here. I gotta go around this way. Using Empire's map and my track at the same time is proving to be a little confusing. But I'm thinking, okay, now I'm getting the hang of it, I think. I think this is the right way to go. Boom, boom, boom. East to the left, straight ahead. Ahead and to the left. To the left, straight ahead. Ahead and to the right. Straight ahead. I think he's up. Not down, but up. Somewhere up here. He's heading to the right. So he's like right up there. Now I gotta figure out, how does one get up there? Can I get up there? Apparently not. Okay, so looks like there's a path over here. Okay. Ashland's behind and to the right. Ahead and to the right. Ahead and to the right. Behind. Ahead and to the left. Do I have to go around here? Like what? Nope. Where is he? Why do I not see him? It makes it seem like he's like right here. He's to the left. What the heck is going on here? Straight ahead, ahead and to the left. Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. This is getting confusing, dude. Where are you, Ashland? Oh, is that him? There you are, Captain Ashland. I'm gonna hail him. I don't know if I'm disconnecting or not, but he doesn't seem to be replying to my hail. We're gonna give him an orc scalp, see what happens. Did I not? Praying. Oh no, I found him. Wait, Ashlan. I want to give you this scalp. Wait, sir. Get us a 24%? Was I at 23? Is that 1%? That's not bad, right? Alright. He's only gonna stop for a moment. I gotta do this fast. Still 24. Well, let's just pile it on. Aw, took us to 25. So this is not really blowing my mind, but at least it's helping my faction. 26, 27. You know, it's not that bad. 28, 29. Getting 2%. So I'm getting 0.5% per scalp. You know how many scalps I've sold from Faydark? On my way here, like on my leveling way, I would have had like 6 stacks to turn in if I had just saved them all. I sold them for measly amounts too. But hey, that is not bad, right? So here we are, level 15. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to hunt in this zone, unfortunately. Oh, let's pop up our camouflage. It looks like this zone's pretty well farmed out. So we got to make a decision whether we want to head back through Kithicor, back to the common lands, and do dervish cutthroats. I think that might be the play. Oh, I forgot to con him to see how he feels about me now. Well, I can take off camouflage and con. We're still dubious? Wow. Really? So if I wanted to do that armor that I was thinking of questing, I need amiable. That's quite a ways to go from dubious. Uh-oh. So I don't know if I want to do the gnoll grind just to get that, especially since there are no gnolls to grind. Now the question is, do I want to head to the Karanas? Or do I want to head back down to Kithicor or East Commonlands? And I'm leaning towards East Commonlands, Kithicor. My friend Levi, who twinked me out, he's got a monk that's around my level, a couple levels behind me, and he's in that area. So it makes sense to stay there for now. So I don't know if I'm going to make any more videos. I just wanted to share with you guys I am on Quarm. I wanted to say a little something about having not played Sendrith for a while, although I was watching that last video quite a bit this very evening, and it makes me want to give it a second shot. So you might see that series pick back up again at some point. You might see more of this ranger here. I'm really not sure. But just felt nice to say hello, make some content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not the greatest stuff. Hopefully next time I can find something interesting for you. I really want to try to do some higher, more difficult snare kiting. I'm imagining killing some yellow mobs by snaring them and kiting them around with my bow. Obviously, not all the time, just a couple of times for fun, because the cost with the arrows and whatnot would be huge. But I do want to burn some arrows, because I want to get my fletching up, so I can do the true shot bow quest, and get a nicer bow, and then do even more of that. Compiles, right? So anyway, having fun on Quarm. I did create a Sendrith on Quarm. I just made him to reserve the name, and he is a high elf cleric, so who knows? Maybe Sendrith will come on Quarm at some point. Depends on if some friends start new characters and they need a cleric, and then I'll rebirth Sendrith. But for now, Marrow is my guy here, and I didn't even think about it when I made the name. I don't know why it sounded so right. I'm like, it sounds just like Arrow. It's got Arrow in it. So I'm thinking maybe the last name will be Arrow. Marrow Arrow. Why not? Or Morrowind, you know, like Morrowind. Morrowind. My first character in Oblivion was a an elven archer, sneaky elven archer. So that'd be another route to go. Anyways, guys, it's good to see you again. Hope everything's well. Hope you guys are having fun. And I'd like to see you on Quarm sometime. Feel free to send me a tell. See you soon.